Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hi, William. All right, good morning. My name is Brian Gerke from Open Robotics, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to ROSCon 2018. So, we're back at it again, and so I'm going to open it up here, and then we'll get right into the talks. So, first of all, we can't do this without our fantastic sponsors. As you've seen, we've got a really great crew of sponsors, companies large and small from all over the world. We're at almost 50 companies sponsoring ROSCon this year. There are lots of records for us with ROSCon this year, and the sponsorship is certainly one of them. We really can't do this at all without their participation. So I want to say thank you to all of them and encourage you to go into the exhibit area during the breaks, during the lunch, during the reception, and check them out. There's a lot of fantastic stuff going on there. Every time that I come here and I go see what the sponsors are actually up to, I learn something new that they're doing with all these tools. This is the group of people who are responsible for organizing the event and for putting the program together. So these are the people that you should find here and complain to if you think the event is poorly organized or the program is of poor quality. We went through a program committee process this year like we do every year, and again, in terms of breaking records, we had 160 submissions, and our acceptance rate was under 25% this year. So it's actually a fairly selective event with a lot of enthusiasm from the community about participating, which is fantastic to see. We're also, for the third year, running our diversity program. We believe that increasing the diversity of this community is an important goal for a lot of reasons, and this is the group of people who reviewed the scholarship applications for the diversity program, and we had almost 30 scholars this year who are attending ROSCon, and this program gets its own specific sponsorship from the companies that you see here, and we're really, really, really grateful to those companies for supporting this important program. We're doing lightning talks, as we've done every year at ROSCon, although this year we are changing it up. If you've had the experience of waiting in a really long line hoping to get a spot for a lightning talk, you don't have to do that this year. Don't line up anywhere. What you need to do is go to the URL that you see on the screen there and register electronically. And what we're going to do is randomly choose from everybody who's signed up, and then we'll let you know later today. So you can sign up from now until 11 o'clock this morning. That'll be the end of the first coffee break. And then you'll get a notification by no later than 12:30. And then we'll give you instructions on where to come to deliver your slides. If you're using slides, you don't have to, of course, but if you're using slides or videos, we'll give you instructions on how to do that. And then you'll have to deliver those by the end of lunch. And then the lightning talk session will start at 3:20. We'll repeat the same process again tomorrow. So as we've always done, we'll do the signups on the day. So who are we? This is a little bit of the demographics. We sold out for our fourth year in a row, which is exciting. We'll get we're going to need a bigger space next year. We're working on that. One of the interesting things is that there's a strong geographic influence as we move this event around the world. So 2 years ago when we did this in Seoul, we had almost half the participants coming from Asia. Last year when we did this in Vancouver, we had over half the participants coming from the Americas, and here you can see that we've got about half the people coming from Europe. And that's one of the reasons that we move this event around, because we really want to involve the whole global community. You can also see that the trend that's stayed true for the last couple of years is that this is primarily not a student-oriented event. We're really happy to see students here, and we want to continue to have strong participation from the academic community, but I think this is just evidence of the industry interest in all of these platforms, is that we're seeing really strong participation from people coming largely from companies. You'll hopefully be fed and given great drinks while you're here. We have coffee breaks, 2 per day, and we'll do lunch as well. And tonight there's a reception, and each of those events is also supported specifically by sponsors. So if you see someone with a name badge from one of those companies, raise a glass, say thanks. Just logistics, most of who you hear are, most of the people who can hear me are sitting in the Grand Madrid room. Behind you, there's an overflow room, so if you find that there are no seats in here, there's another room on site where you can go also watch the presentations. And the exhibit area is out that door all the way down at the other end. That's where you're going to find the coffee and snacks during the breaks. It's also where we'll be doing the reception. When we get to lunch, there are 2 locations for lunch which are located they're noted on the map, and you can also find maps outside. We're not doing birds of a feather sessions this year, as we didn't do last year, but there was a strong interest in getting groups together who want to meet up and talk about something. So this year we facilitated that. There's a thread on Discourse that you can go check out to see what groups have registered interest, and also you can sign up to participate in one of those. You'll find different groups are planning to meet up different places here on site, either during the breaks or during lunch. So please go, find your a specific community there that you're interested in and go participate in those. We've got Wi-Fi here on site, brought to us by Honeywell, and there are the details. Hopefully you're already using it. We are, again, both live streaming this event thanks to Tony Robotics, and we're recording and archiving all the videos. So as we've always done with ROSCon, we'll be posting all the material free after the event. You'll see that hopefully within a couple of weeks. A little announcement, if you need extra ROSCon 2018 shirts, you can actually order them. We've started a special campaign. If your colleagues back home need some ROSCon 2018 shirts, you can order them, but only this weekend. So do that sometime this weekend and you can get them shipped to wherever you are. Also, if you use the social media stuff, there's some strings up there. I encourage you to use that if that's your thing. And with that, I'll just again thank our sponsors, and let's get into it. Thank you.